Ebusuamesha Kasee na se ewo Westman Prosi walewale empotem ho na kromafo a womo saa kro yi mu na womo ayeye kire se ekwan bia contractor bia ye no honom no womo tumi ho sa adwuma na waye no enhwe ni enti womo ankasa afa ato won ho so da na di pefe de akire contractor ne sa adwuma na waye ye no womo mpe fi se enhwe ni
Amafobia wale Westman Prosi ene wo ye kire edietia sedia contractor de contract jama na wo ye kwan ewo ekrum honum eye no esifa omanfo na ode ko jan abobo wonti ene wonsa ye kire edietia sentia contractor no ede substandard building material ene eye kwan no ede ama wo no wo ye kire na wo yi assembly member a wo kokwazugu abatompesia so ene mpanimfo bia eka ho ene na die animu a wo bo contractor no sobo esanse adwuma wo ye no wa kire hipa ene no kran so dan chen ade wo ye no so enya ade a omanfo eni eje ho omanfo edi wani bre edi wakosem eto MPP amanyoko ne don frefo a wo etifido mantam mu Alhaji Salif Rashid enim esanse ono ene na so ye no ehwe se wo beye kwan no edi ama omanfo afi wasa de sobo nso ebo aba na musini a wo honom areme ya osomo lakse wono ena wahwe amasa adwuma contractor yiye a enyi ekoso ewo kro ne so wo ye kira no wo ye nyina no wo de atwa famontene so a wo de kire se de wonsimpe ekwan a contractor contract generation nsa no eye adwuma no esifa
abama na kashima balma budrosunga ego haban pil kamal go halinta zangol gna barato ane ka start la kwa wontina ohoro wa ka bacan nan kai ka ko gota da babunan tut gota suma wo nuko ma dola ti ya bela kwa wo ko kare dun bila bo asona kuna tongar kwa wo kana chan ya nga ano Alhaji Rashid ni ja tilgirmanti anti ti katuguri ni chana ma tin ja anti ina hadana suna ina chana kwa wo chamna nyin ja ida gbanwo nyin do be no furuma eminatin wala to be fura katuguri ni chana amma to so anti di chana nan ka yor ka ja la karama di ka tan do be ni yaye na tur twasi
soro malgoma te she yungu ka wara pilka ami bam tuma iya pilu tuma ka pila un tangbe yungu.
You can see the whole road has been rated in and out. So in order to look at it from the other point of view, what my electors are complaining of is that they don't see the difference between the old one and what he's coming back to do on this new one. So it's all the same thing. The same thing that he came and did. After pouring the bitumen, he added the chippies on it. That was the same. Now he's back again, sweeping the whole ground to add another thing again, without even taking draconian time to even patch those particular potholes and pour that particular on bitumen and the chippies on it. So where are we now? So actually, what he's doing currently, we are able to get a short job. If you climb at the top, before around the post office side, you realize that even the stretch of the road, some are not even covered. Now he has succeeded in zooming the road in a way, the chippings, that particular middle of the road, leaving both sides. So now, who is going to now fill the other side again too? The chippies you are even pouring on the thing, it's not even properly mixed.
Afeyanko atifia po ye mantam nim na ahemfo ne kromafo mo na mango eno wo na regu gambaga empotem ho na womo so ekire se womo akwan bia ya wo faso no wo ba akopɛ na saa ba akopɛ no so ne tebia nye enti wo srempanifo se wo mehwe enye akwan no so nsiesie emfama se ne be ya wakobadie won ho be ha wo kakra.
Nananum ahemfo ene wonum a wote na mangu ya ewo na relugu gambaga ya ne nyina ewo north east mantam mu e de adesrade yi eto abaye ne mu se wohu womobo na wonum akwan a enye no wo mesiesi emfama wonum esanse e de ahokire kese e na aba beto won so pa woni Ibrahim eye ochechire ni ewo krom honom na wadi tuda se ne wonum akwan no enye nti no enipa bonefo ene akwamukafo etugu wonum so abribia eprepre nipa eje wonum japade ni won sika nso e de free wonsem.
Since I came here in 2016, it's not encouraging at all. Like parents, they don't have a much concern on their house in terms of education. And among the parents, the majority interest for their was in education is is the women. The women.
Wamujidi ye pase saban eba behi wono makwan no ema womo a enye mpomtuo keke ene de bebe krom ho nemu ebeboa ama ban bo adwuma ye fonso atinya ye wono adwuma yie e wo kro nemu. abra ohini a owo na mangu wuni Braiman enso ani amane boni kasa no wode adesrade to mansini no ani aban animu se wono makwan ne de animanimu ya no wometu hu anamo emfama wo mo
We have sent several petitions to the assembly. Some of your colleagues have been here. We have told them issues about the road, but nothing has been done so far.
One more what a man tell Muhono so any amaniponi etchenko.
Road is very, very bad. And that's how it is. That's how it is. So for several years. Even now it's better. It's better now. Several years it's better. So we are appealing to authorities to come to our aid and re-gravel. Even if they can't even tile it, then they should re-gravel us, gravel it for us, so that we will also enjoy life in town.
Because many people come to ask, is it the committee of the regional chairman? He said yes. Why is that question? Because no development.
Afedi adru so ye kokromoti power monsem na National Democratic Congress metre NDC amanyuko no na wode sobo abo Electoral Commission o menye dwumeku a wo hwe abato ho nsem so se ballot papers no a elpanima abosome ne de tosonso Ghana fo betintim na wo mode om kokromoti power no aye adwuma no wo mo ahyase etwa bia wo mo NDC fo no wo mo nim ho hwe na osusu se sa na yo no ni nyina ya abato enwiamu no bia.
The Electoral Commission failed to provide the ballot statistics required for party agents to track the number of ballot papers to be printed for each polling stations before printing begins. Meanwhile, in all previous exercises, political parties were furnished with copies of the ballot statistics before printing began. The Electoral Commission rather directed the NDC to receive copies of the ballot statistics from the printing houses. From the ballot statistics received from the printing houses, as coming from the EC, we have analyzed the figure from 13 regions and observed that there is an excess of over 150,000 ballot papers being printed beyond the extra 5% required.
Central region has 23 constituencies. The total figure, in addition to the 5% for Central region, is 45,750. Averagely 2,117 per constituency. In Bono East has 11 constituencies. The total excess is 47,000. Averagely 4,000 plus per constituency. The question is, if a constituency with a voter population of 24,000 have excess of 7,000 in percentage terms, we are talking about 27.5%. I mean, it is just unbelievable. And the question is, you can't say these ones are a mistake, because when you look at the figures, the percentage are not uniform. They are deliberately planned to rig the election ahead of the election itself. Over 150,000. And we believe that currently we are waiting for the ballot statistics for Ashanti region and Western region. And if you look at the spread, we know what we'll be getting from Ashanti region will be more than those that we have revealed to you.
If you've given the statistics to the printing houses, give it to us. What is so difficult? What is the problem? You've given it to the printing houses. Give us copies so that we can validate whatever goes on. That should tell you that this thing was planned. And as my deputy was saying, if you look at the statistics and the way that in specific constituencies you see specific numbers, it shows you a very clear agenda. Now we are aware of it. So we want the EC to come and explain to us how come that we have these numbers, and then we'll take it from there.
Enti NDC amanyoko no kan sawie no na ho akohia sa electoral commission no wo so ebeyi won ho ano nti yenuanom joy news for ene area Sylvia no a wono no wo hwe che se bedwam kasama for de ma electoral commission edi nkomo bisa ne se asemi hiama no ye monchemu ne se nchemu a wo de ma ye ne se sa asem no NDC for ka no no kra bia nim na se no ka no.
We have our booklets in 150, 25, and 10. So depending on each scenario, for example, if you have a polling station that has, for example, about 88, you need to add 5% because of the numbers involved. In hundreds, 50 cents, you need to strategize and make sure that some may go a little above it. But it doesn't mean because you don't have them in the specific numbers, you have them in 50s, 100s, it becomes very difficult to stick to the exact number. But that doesn't also mean that we are increasing the ballot. So that has been the norm this time immemorial. The bottom line is what I want the general public to understand is the fact that the political parties are there to make sure that they observe the process, to make sure that they capture the numbers involved, and also at the end of the day, when the ballots are being casted to the various regions or the various destinations throughout the country, they are given the opportunity to affect their seal, with numbers. So the political parties are supposed to know the number of ballot papers that are going to the field at each from each printing house.
Okay, now the NDC say that before the printing, you refused to give them the serial numbers and the ballot statistics. You didn't provide them with the ballot statistics and the serial numbers.
They are supposed to get all that. Now, apart from that, if you understand the process, if you understand what happens at the polling station, no ballot paper from any source can enter any ballot box. If you understand, and they are there through and through, they are supposed to be at the printing house 24/7.
Okay, so can you address the issue again? Did you provide them with the ballot statistics and the serial numbers so they can effectively be doing their cross-checking?
That's the more reason why they are there, to observe and know what is happening at the various printing houses. They are there to observe what is happening, to know the intricacies of what is going where. So, at each point in time.
I take it that, unlike what the allegations that the NDC is making, you did provide them with the ballot statistics and the serial numbers.
What I mean to say is that the NDC is there, not only the NDC, but all the political parties are there.
Yes, that's we do.
I haven't heard anybody talk about the fact that we are doing something on.
So one other thing, have they officially written to the Electoral Commission, because they say something that they have done?
I was going to say that if the NDC has a genuine issue, they believe they have a genuine issue.
Odipa wo jina wo NDC amanyoko no dimo ewo ayawaso West Wogon John Domelo na John Domelo de afutu ama NDC amanyoko no chitafo nyina ewo sabato no mpeso aso se eda abato no ebeduru so no obi bia obeye ade bia sa ne yo no chese abato no wonya obewie mu no de wupe bia no faye no sei na wo ka asem
nipa wojina mu ama NDC amanyoko no apemrahye bedwam dibre ewa yawaso West Wogon ene John Dumelo ne neyi ena odi atodwa se obi bia ebedu abato da na yebehu se wo wie abato nim no ewo se omanfo nso ene ne di sede ese ochirimu asesei onya ne ntiye se enipa pii na ne pese wo wie abato nim ne senti wa mu ani adaho pa won hwe ema saade no ensi wo kasa wo dwumadi a NDC amanyoko no ye ya no ode pa Mahama Center hontoma ena odi todwa se obi bia wo be kire no se abato da no wo wie mu no NDC amanyoko no ebe kire no abo no sede fata
because any pasa omu peso mu wie mu na mu peso mu wie mu a ye be tie omu na ye tie omu a ye be bu omu because this time around here ye nkasa ye fa manyame ye de be ma wo ankasa Because the 7th of December next year, John Dramani Mahama, be president of Ghana, and John Dumelo Suba, member of Parliament of Ayawa Suez, and Aha member of Parliament Waha, Honorable Nasa Suba, member of Parliament Waha, Walai, Muna Son Sakia. Nasara Nazwa.
Enwechi eno sakade to aso se ndisi amanyoko no aye krado se wo befa enkonwa aduasa nan a ewo nkramantem mu.
We dey min kasa bi. Asama me pesa me kan say. Your friend John Dumelo. Na me na meeting now Ayawa so West Wagon no. Now this time around there, Greater Accra there 4 seats ni nyina. NDC be 4 seats ni nyina wo Greater Accra.
Afeyenko Asante Achimnov NPP amanyoko no wosa empotem honum no menteme ho asebi ama ne homne so eno ntie kuo bia wofra won ho se Coalition for All Patriots wo mo ankasa atena se ene empanifo asim konwa ama menteme ho asebi ananka ama ne homne so no sese ne nyina waya no baba ye eye free ho
MPP kuo bi ayefra wo no Coalition for All Patriots ene neyi wotu won wasi wo cement me ho ase ayekoso ewo amanyoko ni mu Asante Achim North no wobehwe no waka otitre ne edima Coalition for All Patriots group ene Emmanuel Bonsu no ne Adom Kasee twetwe nkomo no de tu dwa se amanyoko na ye won adwen se afi yabato yi wobefa nkonwa oha ene aduokunu nwotwe ewo mrahye bedwam na afi nso mampanyi dibre no nso wode 1.5 million vote ena edi nkonim ewo ho okiremu se wo mu se wo bontoa emuoden ede ama amanyoko ne de na nso samentime ho ase ne ntokwase ebemua eya na empempe no emoa emma entoaba wo bo no enkonkan okoso akire mu sesesei wabemu sesa antokwasem a ekoso Asante Achim North no obehwe no aka se de be ya amanyoko no ebetimi abo wonto a wasumdie
yempemba samasa 2020 election we are nti ye ko round nya yikufu a ye bo hu dawuru papa no otisi no mpemba samasa etimeshe emepu ni nkran se omunya se ba so isanse na buko na ukodi obi ati okosho na ukupra unya obi biara obehwe omuntu ni nyina fenye de enu baabi isanse etini treka enu chese baabi for mede emefa nkodi enu ni ya de srede eni chopa ye de menu ti nyina ye nkambu sanse ye nyina ye fumba kuma eti ye jira as a national executive aye fukra ebetu ya no ye se omunkura se omunyi bibia mfantumu nemom ye mo ye num so nche ope se de be ya ewrade be hye ni ho anunyam am ye se amente ye city no e wa Asante Achim
ochwetwerefo a wo abato mpesua no so wo reko amoako enso editu dwa se e wo sa family ya wo kontokoi odi amanyoko no eyeyo esi wani so ansana wadwen bibi foforo kra ho
na kwama kasana mastu a mede man se senia yetimi ton mo ma me kojitu na wi atimi tu san hodoma sana me kan kire na se me tu se yakoton ye japade kwa bonte bedu ba bi se ye san ko pesika kwa je japade in fact ye me pa kan se ya anto aba ma ye parliament candidate wodi enim ni anto aba ma ye wura akufuado na se aban ko budi ba bi a ye be san bread and san na yensa de aka ye me kan sa adwo se ne esi bia fa ni na no akiko na ye kamu na ye mo ama party no empeja
ni krakra ena opanyina wono ena ejina mapemrahye bedwam dibre ede ama Asante Achim North and dia pia kubi enso di tu dwa se sese abato mpesua no so wo hia abato makomako empem aduanan ansa no wetimi ede nkonim ne senti e wo so manfo etimi to aba ede ma MPP amanyoko no
sese ye kweli 2021 ye she omemo fufras sese ye ni ho mo ni se million nam say 35,000 and so 35,000 else na nadu eliti SSA ile ya kunya 40,000 out of the 49,000 never kwa and say 7 December no oba sorry ya papa wako police station wako to abalo
Oban Ghana mampani abedi achire eye Dr. Mahamudu Baumia na opani apemu aka wanto se bikura se chinije bia ni ho se Ghana Ambulance Service no se nye NPP aban ene beso wo man yi mu a anka adwuma no de nkase se atete apansam kora ba bia betete aguo no anka osesa enye yi
Ghana mampanya bedi echi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia enene wadi atodwa se MPP amanyoko no energy National Ambulance Service ejumeko no enkwa enya saade a enka egui afi wasaka de to aso se aban no one constituency one ambulance awode baaye no ene timeje ejumeko no a ema na time eba nkwa mu buim odi sansem wetu dwa wa bra wakwa akopa administration and lecture theater hontoma ewo Bibiani College of Health Services ewo Anyaso campus a ewo atoye mantam afi wasaka de to aso se MPP amanyoko no ene saade teacher training and nurses allowances a ndisi amanyoko no etwemu esamba yibiem
yeba aban no na ambulance service egu na constituency ambulance niwo yeba yesi one constituency one ambulance ye ebisida eno ebisida waga since independence one constituency one ambulance wagana hasi yeba ye teacher training allowance any medicine training Nana Premotobre Kasee ye the allowance no besa baby apa yeba ye first budget ye the allowance no sambaye and then nursing trainees omoji omo alawa
Ebusia Kasee wo hwe na Adom TV so we ye Premotobre de e live on Facebook nti ubenya bi ahwe na yenko bono mantamnim kai say da so kokromote power mu ensemo miaya wodo aya na abato duru so ehohuru pa no wode brekum east ene west aka ho na so nipa a wo mo ejina wo sa mantam yi primra hyebedwa di bre no ene kromafo no bia pamu aka se sa de no a wode ato won so no de ente sa afi se oba eye bono east ho no mo brekum east ene brekum west a adwobre nko a ene wo ho
esanse ye boabo ho akoto aba wo panim abosom enimti posi adwumayeko wo Ghana mamu ha sei ahwehwe bia bia eduru abato a eya na mentebe ho ase ne basabasayo esi wo so asese brekum east ene west abato mpesua so ahodo na wode abetutwa se woka saa bia ye frɛ no hotspot no ehu bi enso opanyina wono na epremra hye bedwam de brede ama NDC amanyoko no ewo brekum east Elder Simon Ampaben enso ede atudwa se wonom de efrititinyina woni MPP amanyoko no eti asomdwe mu esenti won wudie nti a wo se aposifo edi tudwa se saa abato mpesua no so edru abato a eya na basabasayo esi ewo honom
eni a police fo no nya adwene menua yete ebrekum ha ye ne yenua no MPP fo no nyina ate asomdwem ye rally ene ye programs nyina Sundays omo de Saturdays obia nsi omo ho kwan edru ba bia ye ne omo hia ye nyina abode ne yasere anti mafom de ye ne MPP fo ni problem yete asomdwem da bia meka kire machita afo se ensesa amanyosem nti obi ne obi nya problem sabia so ye nya mepe MP no na brekum ti asundwem enti ade na sese ye ya breso no ye se brekum no enti aka na show everybody sabasa bi ebeba enya NDC fo a
enwachi ena Nelson Chirema wono nso ka MPP amanyoko no ho a wopemra hye bedwam de bre ewo brekum is enso de tudwa se ensema hodo Ghana Police Service edi abatudwa no enya de ye nokre esanse wabato mpesua so hode woni NDC amanyoko no ete no ofeso
se brekum ye classify no say a hotspot in this election, Minhunisa, Yavaka primaries, or more classified Brekum East as hotspots. Say nona or ma transcende at the Ama General elections a hotspot as PC, Minhunisa.
Ne kwakra ena abayana musini wo brekum Kofi Agye enso edito mabuna wo brekum enim se wontena wasomdwe mu se de be ya asomdwe na wo abato mpesua so hoda dansa na abato obreyi eba no nso ebekoso atena wa na aposifo emfa wani ensi wono mu a ewo abato mpesua no so eho.
Living in a dynamic world that BBBA team change. But I must can't brekum mine say must brekum mine say come 7th December. Omo maye nyina yanya kro yemfa asomdwe enkoto aba no na in a democratic dispensation to say that of Ghana no ya tumma na ya yi aban enti menjini se entokwasem
Ebusia Premotobre Kasee ewa Adom TV so na mguso making kind ya mo da so kokromote power mo ensemo na ye mane mfa na pomoden fam so ewo ho kakra na ne nyina ekowie se COVID-19 yade no enei wokọ eye Ghana Health Service for wo mo page no so mo kire se Ghana fo atumi anya bi no be ye mpem aduanan enwotwe 48,000 ade ye tete akura kyese ama hodro bi so no asan apagya ne mu metre COVID-19 yade no bia esansan ya ba bibimemu Ghana nso ebi betumi akaye ne no na ye di nkomo ne ye bisa se ye bonto yi a ye bo peso yi na ye campaign so ase ye nye campaign ye ne yamanyosam ne yesan wamanyosam bremu a enipa eta abo peso edi nhyiamu ne nyina ye ton yamanyosam edi ama won edwa so ene me aye bi etete sa no ekoba ne sa Ghana beyeden ejane na so na Ghana di bre no so sesi a wom efa sa yade ho enhyehyede no senete yenkwa ahoma ne so na mene Dr. Michael Owusu oye virologist entwetwe enkomo Dr. Mpacho Mahai. Hello Dr. Owusu. Me say enhoma ni ntoto mu papa na eguso bomode se ne Dr. Owusu betwetwe enkomo ne ebisa ne se esansa COVID-19 yade no eyemwa ni pamfa na ni enhu na wono so no nimde no fa sa mwa bi atete sa ho nti edien na ye no enti ye ne doctor eni nkomo Dr. Michael Owusu Mpacho Maha. Eda sese waje yeso awie doctor na ye bisa se covid no aya na se mampani ne mpanifo ne mu a doctor fo amwo nimde mu tu ye fode enso wo hwe Ghana fo dodo na ne titiru campaign bremu ya ye bo peso ne ade emwo wa no so nya ne ntie se yade covid-19 no epagya ne mu wo baabi doctor Ghana wo hwe din a ye gina bre ne sei
medical achia if one mana work ability na your canyon correct Yariano appeared in movie about the second news ever approaching baby Germany for the very soon UK for France for any money will consider better to lockdown na about we know Subana quite said it seemed maybe a tribute. 1918 the pandemic flu. And we just years first wave, second wave, a big question because third wave. And now start one the Subana the wedding. Now by Africa memo had near man a different kakra. It's a okay Africa highest of Kubian data and Nipano Sedia, Nubian, near Sikopana. And then the money now, if you are good, a year night, if you are to Nemo, and no security, and Yan Tiani said, and Mamma de South Africa, Kenya. Kenya and South Africa for Asha, that's all you said, new infected in the air also. Into a dear, not a minor come, say, I'm 2 years. Not the share name here, Andrea, not the name of the children. If you are not Andrea, not a crazy above, yes, young man. And you, Tina, many of the Bian, your cosway, a month when I said, a boy, and yet two on a Sunday, and you could hear me. And the end of the question, I need a master, what he said, and the social distancing, and he said, oh, boy, and sir. Tanyama wina ukuma utibidi kutia gwawe so udia dia tanyama wimwa wanhwe ya na emiemu amadi sunu na wanhwe ya na adia babatuye na modi ya bo efi ya match ayetini efi abo ya no kwan ebi samre anhwe ya na nso papa ko pepe besu bia na yetini aso am iti ahwe na woti ye nyina etu ye nyina yetini de
Yo, Doctor Yati Yadasana, Sahi ye na ewie, and who here ye a pesa boy if is some one asem no said oka say yen fair tune a coom no the one who him the to bet me a boy ye doctor. Ya share ye nim no share ye screen so cry, ye born to ye man your sambre mo ye war ye social distancing no ye nose mask channel. So second wave no a unity wa Ghana, Doctor ye jina ye.
But so who cut all the subai FSS UDC a BBC I go fire a de kakra. Africa member baby they say Ebola actually elected to degree. Who can say Ebola see the big Liberia and Guinea. A subai Ebola they are who come be and I said you go a year this all cheer will be that the man and if you believe to be found here, it's to be close to by 11,000. A my money so. You know, so over to the Subai as a problem. I am buying up the one. Then was a new partner Casano, you see so many the way they get near and the boy and papa by. And looking at their background, it is a different community and here. I'm said you can say, Rally, Apostle. Any a year the crowd, I am asking you, almost 5 years. And I'm the delivery, sorry to crowd one crowd, a whole year guy, money the area to come. Indeed, I idea was the first one would do. A body on his papa or the Marapata and Ram Power Master will take me to. One year was there above war, over 10 to 60,000 penalty. I was so cheer. It is the way that not any funny boom, not as a dear Nancy at the end of the I am here, what is in the Buana will be at the Tiana, Timmy by Manetta. I really could get more, not the dear I shall say, if they are not here as an apple my and not the other way.
Doctor Yatia and I am sunshine says, why are Doctor Fui, Modia Moonim, a saya dear na de binty, a yana moyam shaying. A bind dear wayne family dear than she share crowd to horse once a nose masky, yet me trouble be said the chiwaso. One also never born to one and crofodi or machia pesu ya one say nose masky. And then I ban aside my doctor for a moment Jumaya de home.
As it's up, look at the boy as a matter. A March no not and now no. A do baby by July, a year obviously, you will be a year for Diary Sabia. A year by Yar Sabia, so no one away between our one a year old Jumana Dawson. We going to mean that. But once our Diary Sabia, so a doctor for a medic for the was so deep for that year and a Jew and a far a chemical a year free. Am I a big crampo of my with me? I really do. And no, as I see you about remember when say why Sabian a busu yama into a person for lockdown. Said the bear, I are Sabian in busu, many penny being said the woo canino. Into a deeper subino, sir, one so we are ripple, your base for ripple effect. I are Sabian at the back. Instead of many a big man, a doctor for a nurse for a laboratory, pharmacy for a YMCA. Nipa ni beti me this is a panaya juma na yenso amaya breast wate he said so when you know afanya juma ebe ma ya juma na ya ne emo ya din ama wa hwe kura kwa na ebi so aya we na ebi akwa nya se bi na akwa for blawo wo se kai se ya re mu pegi aya no aya doctor for any nurse for bi uru kan ye lab for so kan won ni na uru kan ya ma sabi nipa ni bi fi ni nti enye ti bia ye kache esanko bi enye da bia nipa bia na ni bedi se obete anko enti na hu hia se nipa ni beti ase na oboti ni aboa yen na da bia amani bi kono yen ko hono na yen nyina ye bi na transfer so bi na eja etimi ha ye juma kama na bibia so etimi akoso aboa man
Dr. Uso awie nyame hira Yes, that's it. We say any Dr. Michael Owusu, a virologist and a church and comofa second wave of COVID-19 no bia na ebia TSC o my Ghana e hon sense afa yenko Adom trotro damte tobia ewo abose kan na ye ne Ghana fo eni komo damte mpacha otomenka to aso
Yo amale di me da se masom na Adom trotro send the day no wa we nitia aye Mondays Wednesdays ni Friday bia no ye debate version na debate no ye di free aye aboso kan na ye ba na send na e wo ho no asem e wo ho ni se wo share COVID-19 abaya second wave na aba the other countries are lockdown omo ye restriction omo miemu ye e ma ankofu se bi wu na ewu na ye share se the way ekoso ho na ye busa se aso oba Ghana ha ye man Ghana e wo se ye concern and I say oh say live a normal life because bi mu susu say ba kwere ba na say nche da ha ye sa na in the debate say me diga kan ye be free ye aboso kan in the dey ba ye wo ye nkofo ha ye be say ehye ne omo eche ne ye buso imagine say the enti na omo susu say COVID-19 second wave no I was say ye concern and I say I was say live a normal life me say bra no me ko na me ne omo di nkomo hwa me nifa so omo do omo say I was say ye concern na ehunu bi painting na say ye concern o hwe me bonkum so mo dom say o da bia say live a normal life o hwe de ya ye lockdown ni nyamanyama na de ya Ghana fo ho tsere mo no say ye live a normal life me sabrand me chance free opani a me far right no na o money ni no nche de ntia I was say ye concern opani
yo ye from me Ojas me kasa free Ojas Motors aboso kan na ye bebo Adom TV mo abaso papa na adwumaso no a mo didi boa o my Ghana ye besre ye mpanifo ne se omo me nya concern na ye hwe ye ho ye mpanifo bu bebi se onyanko abodwe hia na wasanso de asi wo de ho oman ye sika sam no enyina ne naso sabio e de se aman bi eso de ende se ya hwe ye ne second wave ebe so ye mu a e de sika sam beto fom kra enti ye sram panifo no ye hwe political parties no campaign a omo ya omo kwa omo supporters ni gibum eba bebrenje nose mask no social distancing bia ekoso tie sro mu pi se omo hwe ye eman na we na ebeto oman so a wan hwe ado oman efom bone ensem bebre ebeba abeha oman no tie sro mpanifo ne pa se enhyehyɛ ya edi kan na omo ye ensore aye yo ni schools na de no sane oman pani ade beto dwa eloki oman down no omo nye enhyehyɛ papa ento ho mayen sane ebeya ebi ema emeka oman na emfa ohaw ene amane bia emeto oman so ana bio political parties no campaign no omoye no ye hwe TV Adom TV a ye hu si social distancing bi ene ho a eye adwuma de esram eno nso mo mpe okwan ahoro bi a omo befa so ama eno nso ebe ye adwuma na sane oha na mane bia ema meto so ye dam Adom TV ase ye dam ase
yo ya frame anka magimi boso ka he ana me wo obi ani me oba boso ka na so hwe anka magimi na wa humi a na me se wa ma boso ka na akoko krompe yo dia ese ne se omampani ni nsem a ode to ho ebra yade ba ayi omampani kan kye ye se yade ne ko enti enya ne ma ye se ye no na so se no yakota trotro ma trotro do be onje nose mask ni mate enje nose mask obi otika mu enje nose mask enti ya na metimi busa me ho se ade omampani akasa na me mante ana esan se ase ye jeje ye ho dodo aso ban so me kan kye se yade no aye dey eko enti amra no se omampani ni de beje dindindi omanya den pa ana sa da se yade no wa ubekọ fa bi aba ofie no wa oni wabusua ene enye ana wabusua hwawo se bia yaka omampani ni ka se yade no wo de ba wabusua hwawo de a am se eni bre beba yie pa san se ase ye jeje ho sa na de ase ye bia ye nsa na enti me sra omampani se amra no obeba emu ayede a omamunya di yie no space no yansha. They say 1 cedi. First and 3 cities crown, and 4 cities near to. They say not Monaco, 1 cedi. 81 cedi is a won't talk. Now say back of fire anyway. At the Ababa said the baby bradia. And I'm a son uncle ye. It is the men's son, sir. I'm a penima and Namunating. Now so be a back of fire little baby arrow. Or no bush for the sick channel. Abasa, I'm say you made him nanoso. But as I don't have.
Thank you. Adom FM for the Masipa, Adom TV, ni Adom FM na Yamishramo. Ebisa sa dem yo ma radio station ni TV stations no. Obi ayesa bia ankabebo o man nyina ye de mase. Dem ka me from Anthony Aboso ka ndi ka fam dintudwa. Yale no first one kra hwese de na tie. Na second one hwe TV so a otimi say em no funa se mo like papa. Ana yale so se de o mo kire no e baba ni atena o. Enye se eba akọ eti ahweye ne die the whole Ghana yesremo ana the whole world cry yesremo bia nya hweye yesremo a noseband ni we nya yenyusu ye ne ehuni se de aban kan ye no se edu ba bi na se sabika frache emema ma ye sojafo ye do mefam kura aban no nye den onfo mu fam me ye njeja mo che se penifo se oyoko abojo esu eja to mano asensuo asiudia wo de fa num kra esensuo nye dai esi ho fa de wo sre fa de num se de eja kra nye dai ati mummie ho ban every year because first one kra ye se kwenko you na second one wo hwe TV so a se de kum krofo no ehu etimi de me ne mebla mo ye dai e ya adwene second one no ye mo ho ban pa na de ano den be de wase
yo ye da say minifafo say I say ye boy home by ye share ho so because ye ba no ane ehu ye ko omo say da bi oh itwa ye de help any bobo di no
yo munia kwame serious ni na remoto saboso kan
Adom TV da mase pa onyumedi ya dane da mode brain embe edi adesua pa na brain yesere se yale ne de ewo mu se aba na enye yare we ene the first time yale bi ati se ewo man mu yale bebe taba malaria ba ye kunkrofo 8 bae yale bebre aba na ewiase ade ba ko ekuni papa eyesuro suro yade ba ko ekuni papa sa wo yale bo na se wonim yale ne fare bai wonim yare kro abɔ na se wonim ko be fa so abesa won yare a suna se suro bia ankyekyerewa ekum de nyɛ hwɛ se betumi ekum mesrɛ se yenyina enkyekere aba yale nde aba na so kwan be fa so ne yale ne betena no ya kyerɛ bebre na mum se na ya fa no gidigidi any serious se yenko edwuma so na football crowd no yema ne nkoso yie na ade no eno di suro hye nipa no mu mo ne mo ye be kyerɛ se yale no de ebebo te se na malaria ebebo anase kata obepe eduro bi na waye exercise more enimbo mema yale na kontem na mo ye di suro hye nipa mu na yale ne ba awo se odi hu sie ye chiwo hye dem na de no me no mu se sade no edi suro hye mu mo enu kwa ku nipa bebre enti yale de ba de ya exercise awo se any more nembo mu yen live a normal life no na enye exercise ne more ne ndi nduane a ebema ya pomuden and the audio na pomudin mu dia yale bie no betumi abɔ me dem fi say madwen kyerɛ me tumi wono no
so they also live a normal life.
Oh yeah. I'm say ne atene say Midday ataban ni me ka se free aboso kan na am say yan politicians ne ka ho na eya na enoma beble no ɛwɔ hɔ no mu a na akoye Ghana fo ni mbinimu adwene mu ntanta ade ba ko a eya na ɛwɔ mu ni say eya yem bi say yan ho say enti omu politicians omu jitum Ghana mpanifo no jitum say yale bi wo man mu ana say omu jitum sa ye hwe campaign no omu ye nhwe say the way a edoma ba pesu di omu achi na ade no say omu nya je sa ade no tum say yale bi wo ho na afei omu aso omu ye campaign omu hwe doma edi omu achi a ede na kire say yale bi wo man mu ha media ya na ade ba kwa me jitum ni say me jitum say ebe na bibir mu na ade a ye wondu blanc ene neoma yale bi ba ye de esoso ano na ade media me feel say yen live your normal life yen kwala atifie yen kwala nko school ye de yen asie ene yen chi we ise dem am say yes ana na wo hwe ye call lockdown na ade enkofo asabio enye ye ni bi ekwan a enkofo fa so ble ye ni ade asese nyamwa bi kura mi mu kura ba mu bebo enkofo a na enka ya ye bibia wonti we de mesre yen live your normal life na
yo ye da say yamre na so oh ye beto aso saso topic ye beto aso baby edu no ho ye som mumi njemu ano mo som studio ho Lady D oba fefe Lady D so hye me ha yemre no aso ye di besia na Adom trotro debate no aha ne edc Jonathan eka na sem osi over to you so wa wo hye me ne ye ne wa ha se aye show no omu nyina bebo ma ka se dey awe